one place.
No, she's the one who, 4-star, who demanded he be fully equipped.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then sent me off on a quest to go get a book.
So, you see, I
thought
know
she was
exactly
joking.
who Sarah is.
But then, I should have known better. She is a fortune teller after all. Ah yes, it seems that with her last dying breath, she muttered, "A doll, abandoned mine, at Restain." As her name was
Such fond
spoken, I
memory.
assumed you would understand the message she wished to convey. Alright, so I actually have to go through the mine this time. You know what? I'm gonna buy some reflexes.
And he sells the gold bar. You bought Reflex. Oh, he thinks it's Goku clothes also. Apparently it's Yamas. He's blonde. He's blonde Goku.
No, he's Dio, pretending to be Goku.
And confusing everybody in the process.
Did we find a character so irredeemable that even Dark doesn't like them?
That was a quote from the show, but
Oh.
I'm sure Dark loves him.
Dark, it's impossible for you to love Dio if you like dogs.
I'm also buying the plate armor. Because reasons. And the middle shield.
Because... Okay, Logo. Do you think that the scene with the investigator's wife in Death Note is a moral event horizon that is so offensive that it makes it drastically more difficult to like light?
Death Newt. N-O-O-T.
I really don't like Kira.
I mean, he's a murderer.
My defense has gone up drastically again. Haha.
Hey, Izzy, what do you think about murderers?
I think they murder people.
It's not.
I believe this is true.
You have no opinion on him, though.
I mean, if it is definitively murder, if it's not like some sort of like writ of execution kind of thing, and you're just killing people in cold blood, I don't like them.
Murderers, I don't like them.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm very much not a fan of murderers.
Same. I can say the same.
It really depends on the murderer. No.
I want you to name one murderer you like.
Luigi.
I mean, he does kill a lot of Goombas.
He does prefer, he prefers Jojo also has Akira. Prefers that's Dio, though Kira is also explicitly a serial killer.
Dark!
I mean,
Don't make me upset.
I mean, though Kira's probably killed fewer people than Dio.
I know it's a joke.
Oh. I do prefer Kira also. He's more as a villain, at least.
I'm lost again. Whose idea was it to put mines here?
Dio's more of a misanthropist.
And apparently also Miss Canis.
Right. He hates most animate creatures, it seems, other than himself.
If I had to pick a villain that I really like...
Bowser.
I like how Paul Giamatti plays the main villain in Shoot 'em Up. I think his completely bonkers
Nubra.
over the topness is great.
I like how you just don't even care about these things now, when before they were just death.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing.
A villain who I really like. See, it's hard to tell, because when I'm thinking in my head, a villain who I really like, it's who
Offends you
portrays
least.
themselves as a villain and does villainous deeds, but I appreciate the development of the character, or like the expression of the character.
Zuko.
Is that, Avatar?
Yeah. He ends up as a hero by the end, but he spends most of the series...
Spoiler alert!
Oh, sorry.
Bowser ends up as a hero in some of the games. The best villains are the ones that don't have to stay villains, I guess?
No, but I'm trying to... Because, like, there are times where a villain is so perfectly executed where I like them. And usually it's not so over the top that they're like Akira or a Dio where they don't have a redeeming personality. But I'm trying to think of what a good example is. Because I know there are some where I've specifically said this villain is a very good villain. Like, good as in, well...
Not good
expressed.
as in non-evil, because they're evil.
Expressly evil by definition. Where on the... They're
The
a
heck
really
am I
bad
fighting?
person.
Nope. Nope.
Maybe it's
Nope,
hard to
nope,
like
nope,
terrible
nope,
people.
nope,
Where on
nope,
the scale of I don't like this really bad person is Porky?
Porky has no... Well, it says Porky has no redeeming qualities, but he has a non-evil aspect in that. I mean, he's obnoxious, but I guess he can be seen as sympathetic in that all the horrible things he did after he was corrupted by some horrible cosmic entity. So one could say that it's not... He didn't choose this path necessarily.
I have an example, but it comes with the caveat of I like how the actress portrayed them, not necessarily that I liked the character.
Poison Ivy from Batman and Robin.
Helena Bonham Carter as Bellatrix Lestrange is
Ooh.
so perfectly done. Absolutely impressive. But I absolutely hate Bellatrix Lestrange. I probably hate her more than Voldemort, and I don't like Voldemort, obviously. And although actually almost all of the villainous characters, I mean, they had a really good casting director for every one of the movies. But
Heel ring.
Bellatrix Lestrange and Dolores Jane Umbridge have such great performances
Now,
that they really
so basically,
feel perfect.
this isn't a ring you're going to use in battle. You just equip it after fights, I guess.
What is
It's
it?
the stand here, even in dungeons, ring and heal.
Unfortunately, it's not fast enough. But only if you're standing still. Menon.
I'm behind you now, so... Oh. You know what? You do what you want.
You know, if you can kill me, you may do as you please.
I have so much media, you'd think I would know
My
off the top
name.
of my head.
Oh, look at him!
Blah, blah, blah. He's just licking his name so much.
He's cleaning the floor.
No, he's cleaning his name. Let's see. What other things do I have?
Oh, you two.
A villain who I really like.
You,
Bray Wyatt. A heel would be considered a villain.
that's the expert version of the got your nose joke, where you actually just take their nose. The expert version.
But that's a good example. He would be considered a villain. I really like him.
And then
as
look
a
when
villain.
I think when I'm actually in a place where I'm supposed to heal.
It's still too slow.
It is.
The main villain of Super Paper Mario.
Oh, you mean, Are you looking at all your media?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of other examples. The Joker in The Dark Knight.
Oh my god! That's a pretty good one.
Both in portrayal and
In
that
concept?
is an impressively evil character.
Batman has some good villains.
And actually,
He has a good villain. I
Actually-
want you to name a second one.
Two-Face.
Well,
It depends. What do you mean?
Mr. Freeze.
Name more than one in what respect?
Mr. Freeze when he's not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Bane. Bane's a very smart, calculated, strong villain who knows how to do what he does very well.
That's fair. But for just all the good villains he has just as many just as many forgettable
Well,
ones.
that's because
Well, that's
Sturgeon's
because
Law.
he has like Calendar Man. Well, Calendar Man actually is apparently a really good villain.
Condiment,
has a
like
silly
Condiment King. Kite Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I guess Calendar Man actually is pretty scary.
Clayface.
Scarecrow's a good one.
Clayface is kick-ass. I'm just saying that everyone says that Batman has a list of great villains.
It's because he does.
It's a Sturgeon's
You also
Law
just got
situation.
bumped in the back by an eyeball, which apparently
Yeah.
is deadly. You know what? I have a criticism about this game.
Hmm.
All the enemies are basically the same.
You know who had? You know
How's
who's a
it?
really bad villain? Like a really not. He's mostly more annoying than anything.
Mad Hatter.
Marks.
From Kirby? I like Marks.
I like him. I want to know what
I feel like they just didn't do enough to paint that personality.
didn't. It was a SNES Kirby game. They didn't paint their villains much. When was the final?
What are you talking about? Kefka Palazzo was on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, but he wasn't a Kirby villain. He was also in a JR. He was in a Final Fantasy game. I mean,
there are atrocious enemies in a Final Fantasy game.
yes, but it was still not from there on. Heck, X-Death was a fine villain. He was just very simple. It wasn't a JRPG. Can you compare a Kirby game to a JRPG?
No, you said on the Super Nintendo.
No, I said it was an SNES Kirby game. But I mean, to be fair, I guess that Kirby Superstar did well characterize Meta Knight.
Ronan the Accuser is a good one.
Who's that?
He was Guardians of the Galaxy
That's what I
villain.
thought. It's a weird title, The Accuser.
Okay, I'm gonna
better
say
than
a
Ronan the
controversial
Accused.
one because there's a second part to the statement.
Professor Nakayama from Borderlands 2. I don't remember him. Yeah, Kite Man. There was a
That's
Batman.
because it's the thing you didn't play.
I think there
through.
was a
It's
Batman
the
villain
hunt.
who was just Kite Man. His whole thing is that he could glide around on a kite.
Yeah.
That's because it's the hunt.
Okay.
That you didn't do. Okay, so the Mandarin in Iron Man 3 before the reveal is really well done. They just throw the whole thing in the trash in Act 4. That's the problem with that villain. If they had let it go all the way through with the villain being who he was, would have been perfect. But the reveal ruins the whole thing.
Yeah, there are plenty of Googmans.
Another good example is Infested Kerrigan. She's exceptionally evil, but her reasoning is somewhat justified
Oh, that was your shield. I thought it was another enemy.
because the development of Kerrigan's character explains her reasoning for what she's doing
Her Carragher.
in combination with what happens to corrupt her. It's a very justified villain in a sense.
I wonder if you get multiple life bars.
I bet this is a really short game, if you know what you're doing.
I can definitely see that.
It's the first one, and you get in a two.
I guess In from Pokemon Black and White wasn't really a villain.
Yeah, he's like a
A guy.
neutral party.
Logo was just disappointed by her duel with Tassadar.
I can see that as fair. They really kind of zoomed through that.
Heal ring! You should save when you get an item.
No, I don't like saving inside the dungeon.
In case, why?